Hey guys, it's Derek from the Olive Oil Co. Today we're doing a few things because tonight is charcuterie night. Tonight, first of all, we are making a white bean dip with a cucumber and tomato salad on top. For this, you will need our Dill Infused Olive Oil. It's got amazing flavor to it, really nice and fresh. Let's get to putting it in our food processor. Again, for ingredients and amounts, please go to our website. We have so many recipes on there, including this one. First, what we want to get in here is our white beans. Next, you will need some minced garlic and lemon juice. Next, you'll be throwing in your dill olive oil. Right away, you can smell the dill coming out of that oil. For salt. Then you want to blitz. So when it comes to the consistency of this, you want it to be really nice and creamy and smooth, because who doesn't want their dip nice and smooth? So now that that's at the consistency that we want for our dip, I've got ourselves a nice little plate that's going to go on our charcuterie board. What I'm going to do is just take this, start in the middle. Eventually I'm going to make this so that it spreads out to all the edges. So we've got this looking all nice and pretty with the little wave. I was trying to match one of my favorite chefs, Yotam Ottolenghi. He's on Masterclass. He's got some great Mediterranean food and cookbooks. We are going to refrigerate this with some seal wrap for about an hour, just under an hour. In the meantime, we're going to make our tomato cucumber dill salad to go on top. So for the salad, you want to take your cucumber and your tomato and just chop them into a 1/2-inch dice. So I'm just going to get these in a bowl here. Now that this is in, we're just going to quickly make our dressing. Now the dressing is really simple. We are using extra virgin olive oil. We're using the Koroniki. There's not much left at the store of this one, and then we'll be moving on to another everyday oil. For this, a little more of the oil. As you know, salad dressings are about 2 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. So after that, the recipe calls for a champagne vinegar. If you don't have that, you can use our A Premium white balsamic. And then the salt and pepper is really to taste. And then just whisk it up. Once you have your dressing all whisked up and combined, we're just going to pour that right over our veggies. Once that's in there, you just want to make sure everything gets nice and coated in that dressing. I want to get right in there with that camera. It'll focus nice. Getting that nice glisten on the cukes and the tomato. I love that. So once this is all coated, we're also going to let this marinate for just under an hour. So while everything's marinating in the fridge, I'm just going to start getting some other things prepped for extra toppings for our bean dip and salad. I grabbed our garlic stuffed Divina olives. We sell these in store. These are fantastic. It's just gonna add more garlic flavor to that salad. We've got tons of other olives if you're into spicy. We've got our Bloody Mary olives, our buffalo and blue cheese stuffed olives. Those are awesome. As well, other than the olives, we are going to chop up some fresh herbs with our dill and our parsley. Now, what I'm about to tell you might be a little unbelievable. I mean, if I tell you, you might not believe it. Basically, the Olive Oil Co. now has Brie cheese. Now, this cheese is awesome because you take this out of the box, it is vacuum sealed. That means when you open that, it is fresh. And we are doing a Brie Bake with this, as well as our most popular spread in the store, the Fig and Walnut Butter. This, you could put it on almost anything. It's great on sandwiches. I know customers that just put this on their meat and eat that as a snack. This stuff is awesome. All right, so you want to set your oven to 350 degrees. We are going to take this out of its box. It's so easy, so simple. Look at that, it's ready to go. Pop it out of this. There is a wrapper on it too, so give me a couple minutes. So you want to make sure that you use a container that's slightly bigger than your Brie cheese. We're going to use our little ramekin here. We are going to bake this for 10 minutes. Take it out and then we're going to top it. Oh, it's ready. We're going to top it with our Fig and Walnut Butter and throw it back inside so it gets all nice and schmelty. So another little thing we're going to be doing tonight is some Prosciutto Wrapped Asparagus. Now we are going to make these more like finger food size. So what we've done is we've cut our asparagus in half. I got our prosciutto from La Bottega, which is our neighbor in the plaza. I've taken, it's really nice and thin, our prosciutto. So I've taken some cracked pepper and I've just gone across each bit because the prosciutto is salty enough. And then we're just gonna take our asparagus, roll it up. You get that nice crunch inside. You're going to get that crispiness with the prosciutto on the outside. And then we are going to be cooking these in the skillet. Just want to make sure you space these out nice and evenly. And we'll keep an eye on these as they crisp up. You also want to make sure that on the inside the asparagus gets nicely cooked too, but you still want that little bit of crunch. Once they near completion, that's when I'll add the balsamic vinegar just to give a nice glaze to these. So these are almost done. I'm taking our fig balsamic here, doing a quick little drizzle. You want that sweetness to glaze right onto that prosciutto. Just roll these around a little bit. Once rhubarb is in season, I will also be showing you how to make basically the same thing, but with rhubarb. It is absolutely delicious with the maple dark balsamic. Can't wait to show you guys. So we pulled our brie out of the toaster oven. We're just gonna top it with our fig and walnut butter. Make sure you get some nice coverage. Pretty good, and then we're going to pop it back in just for another 3 minutes or so. So the white bean dip is ready. We're just going to top it with our salad that we made earlier. It's been marinating nicely in the fridge. Just a little more oil in there. And then for garnish, we have our herbs and our olives. If people want more, we'll throw a little more on there. And we're just gonna crumble some feta cheese. And there you have our white bean dip. As you can see, we've got everything placed on our board. Everything looks amazing. We've even got our cheese and meats, which also are from La Bottega. our neighbors in the plaza there. We've got our veggies, and just everything looks fantastic the way it turned out. We are going to enjoy this tonight, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. So we are going to make our Brie Bake with this. Let's try that again. Then we're going to top it with our fig and walnut butter and throw it in for an extra couple of minutes so it gets nice and what? What'd you say?
Schmelty.
Schmelty?